back
Hey.
to part 2 of the Jay and Dave show. We're all full.
Yes.
Our bellies are full.
Yes.
We just had some bacon wrapped pasta shells that were stuffed with
chorizo.
Oh my god, they were
Kansas City barbecue and pork.
It was done Cajun style, a little bit darker than he probably would have wanted to come out. But yo, the shit came that still tasted delicious. You put a glaze on it.
It's like blackened chicken.
Yeah.
It wasn't chicken.
Yeah. It came out amazing. Whatever the fuck it was, it came out great.
I would eat.
It turned out really good.
But I'm full.
Yeah.
I want to actually talk. I don't want to nap. So we have to shut her down.
Yeah. At one point, I went in the kitchen to put the dishes in, and I heard. I saw Jay walk into the living room, and I heard a thing. Yo, I swear, I came back. I was like, bro, don't lay down. Because I know if he sits, even if he just sits on the couch, you get the couch, you sit under and you just sort of nuzzle in. Yes. He was gonna fall asleep. So I was like, yo.
That was a walking stretch.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, when I came, he was only actually walking, stretching, but I thought he was just about to fucking
no
pass out.
If I sat down,
you would have fallen asleep.
That was it.
I feel like that right now. But we got a show to do, Jay.
The show. Who's gonna carry the boats?
Is there an answer to that? What's?
I don't know.
No.
That's David Goggins. You know who David Goggins is?
No.
He's this guy who's like a motivational guy.
Yeah.
And he runs. So his whole thing is when you feel like you don't want to do a workout, then he talks to himself to talk the bitch out of himself.
Oh, okay.
So who's gonna carry the boats is his.
It's like one of his big lines.
What he says, and you're like, who's fucking carrying boats? Yo, I don't want to carry nothing.
I ain't carrying no boat.
You know? But
yo, let's should we quickly touch on the hockey playoffs right now?
Let's do it.
And then we can move on to show and tell right after.
Let's do it.
All right. So hockey playoffs. Florida clinched last night.
I know. And
it's looking like
a 3-peat.
Looking like the Oilers are gonna clinch theirs tonight.
Yo.
We have to see though, because Zach Hyman's now injured. This guy tried to put one of those sideways hits on him, and sort of missed his head and face, but hit his outer shoulder, and you could see it literally just pop out, and it was out. And he's going. So it only happened yesterday or the day before, and he had surgery. As of the filming, he had the surgery this morning or today.
Right.
And they say he's out for the playoffs probably. They're saying most likely, but bro, you don't have the surgery to put your shoulder back and whatever and come back in even if it goes to game 7 of the finals, you know what I mean? I don't think he's coming back. So I think our boy A Cruz is in the house. Yo, what up, A Cruz?
What up, yo?
That's our boy. Yeah, he's Florida Panthers for the 2-peat. I don't know, man. I don't know. Everything in me wants the Oilers. The thing he predicted, Oilers Panthers.
That's just what I said.
That was your prediction. I thought it would
rematch.
I thought it would be the winner of the Colorado Dallas thing. So I thought it would be either Dallas or Colorado. What I thought was Colorado, but then they lost in the first round to Dallas. So I was like, okay, Dallas looks amazing. So and Rantanen was just on a fucking tear.
Yes.
But to be honest, it really looks like the Oilers are gonna pull through this one. They gotta get past Dallas tonight, or close them out. They gotta close it out. They're up 3-1 right now.
Yeah, but they've been the last 2 games. They've put a whooping on them.
Yeah. They played great, and all of a sudden their defense is playing amazing because they shut down Rantanen basically. They shut down the big scorers.
Skinner. Yeah. Remember we were talking about him?
Yeah.
He's weak. This guy's shutting people out.
Yeah, shutouts and stuff.
Who am I? Stephen A? I keep
everything.
Every team I am dissing, they turn out to be amazing.
Even when Skinner went down for 4 or 5 games, or maybe even 6 games, I can't remember. Pickard came in as the backup.
Yeah.
And fucking played amazing. They all of a sudden, when Pickard came in, they started winning. You know, and then Pickard got hurt. Skinner's back, and Skinner's just fucking shutting it down. It's good, man. And then, do you see last night? I'm watching the game last night, and even though the Panthers now won the series, Bennett again fell on the goalie and elbowed him right in his fucking head. Like is something Anderson, the guy who used to play for the Leafs.
Yes.
Anderson, the goalie. But I mean, Anderson didn't end up getting hurt. But again, Bennett, bro.
I'm telling you, he's gonna try that with anybody who goes in the finals. There, he's gonna try to hurt the goalie.
He's gonna try and swing by the goalie, and give him a little elbow to the head, give him a little shot to the head.
You gotta be like, you gotta do the Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah.
Have you seen that guy?
Yeah. He would chop you in the back. He's a Grant Fuhrer. Remember Grant Fuhrer?
Yes.
Nobody could come around Grant Fuhrer.
Or Ron Hextall.
Ron Hextall. That was the guy. That's the number one dude, I think.
Yeah.
You came close to his crease and fucked around, he will chop your knee out with the fucking stick. Just the whole big dirty goalie stick, too, guy. Just wham!
Why I say Fleury is I just watched, there was like a highlight reel of him.
Yeah. Because he's retiring this year, right? He's retired now.
So it was like they're doing a shootout. And two players came down.
Yeah.
And the two players that came down, my man, as soon as you did your deke
I agree.
and you got close, he took his stick and he just chopped your legs.
Yeah.
And literally both guys on the ground.
On the ground, yeah. Just chop their legs.
And because he's Canadian, I know he skated by them and he's like, Sorry, guys. Yeah. Because you can see him when it skated by them.
Yeah.
He pats him on the back of the butt, but he's saying something to him.
Yeah.
I know he's saying.
Yeah, it's only the game, guys. Sorry, man.
No, he's saying sorry.
Part of the game. Sorry,
he's Canadian.
Yeah.
He's polite.
A. Cruz was like, if the Oilers had a coach like Maurice, which is the Panthers coach, he goes 100% they would win the fucking cup. Maurice, Paul Maurice is a fucking good coach, man.
Well, he was a Leaf coach.
I remember when he was the Leaf coach, but
yes,
he's evolved since then and stuff. And I don't know, I like him. He's the perfect coach for that team.
Yes,
and maybe it's a bit of both. Maybe they play the way he tells them, and maybe because he has the guys who are willing to play that style.
Yeah,
and whatever. I have to quickly mention, Sam Bennett is a free agent at the end of the year. And there's already talks on all the Leaf radios that I hear and everything like that of the Leafs saying,
we want him?
Yeah, we want him. They want to put him on team because dude scores goals and shit too.
Well, I know.
And he's that right amount of fucking toughness and stuff. But,
he's like he reminds me of like a Wendell Clark.
Yeah.
Wendell Clark would punch your face.
But I didn't feel like Wendell Clark was dirty.
But
there's a little bit of me that feels like Bennett is dirty. And if he's on my team,
true,
we'll see what happens. Like, he might be on our team and all of a sudden we love the guy.
Well,
he didn't really elbow that goalie.
If he's a Leaf, we're going to love him.
Yeah, we're going to love it. Like, if he's on our team.
Yeah.
But he's what the Leafs need. I think he's the type of player
that
the Leafs clearly need. Like Marner out, Tavares on a much better contract, smaller contract, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then bring in a Sam Bennett. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We need that toughness, but skilled toughness.
Mm-hmm. Like Bennett.
Yeah. Guys who...
He scored a big goal
not afraid to
for Team Canada, too.
Not afraid to fight.
In the cup. In that cup that he just won.
But can score.
Yeah, guys. So, he's... apparently, he might, according to Leafs radio,
mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody actually knows what the GM is thinking or anything like that.
Right.
But everybody's like, oh, yeah, the Leafs are going to go after him because that's exactly what they need on the team to sort of help turn it around. You know what I mean? Help change the whole thing. They've already gotten a little bit tougher this year. They did really well. And now losing Marner, who, he plays amazing defense and he does whatever he does and gets 100 points. But, I don't know, playoffs come and he doesn't, they know how to shut that down. And guess why? Because you have guys on their team like Bennett.
Yes.
But if we have the Bennett on our team,
then it'll open up.
It should open things up a bit because he's the one fucking around with the other team now and doing whatever he's doing Bennett things. Plus, you leave him open a little bit and he scores a goal.
Yeah. And he's always in front of the goalie.
Yeah. He's always there fucking around doing some stupid shit.
You
But hey, if Bennett ends up on our team next year,
not mad at it.
I'll take it.
Yes, I will.
Even Marchand. Sign Marchand too. Sign Marchand and Bennett. Boom. That's it. instantly fucking street cred. You know,
of course,
instant street cred.
There's toughness. You got Marchand, who's just a troll.
Yeah.
And then
straight up troll.
Bennett, who will punch your face in and run your goalie.
Run your goalie.
Apparently. So.
Yeah. And either one of them, you leave them open, they're going to score.
Yes.
They both have that talent too.
Yes.
So, I don't know. Here's hoping. Here's hoping the Leafs come back next year.
Well, you know what, Dave?
Yeah.
If we put it out there.
They're saying Marchand wouldn't play for Toronto. He loves torching them, yeah. It's true. I heard that they were trying to put a trade together for him at the trade deadline.
Right.
But Boston was like, no, we're not trading to you. Boston was just like, we're not trading trading Marchand to you. Because they traded their defenseman to us. But they were like, no, we're not Marchand, we're not sending him to you.
Of course, because they don't want to play him.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah.
We're in the same division.
Yeah.
That's like what, 3-4 times a year?
Yeah.
He's like, nah, son.
Acres like NHL pick of the day. Oilers are plus 1.5 right now. So they're dogs to win the game tonight.
Really?
Underdogs.
Really?
Yeah, that's a nice little bet right there. Like, because I feel like even though...
really, Dave? I'm going to have to go home and throw a little cash on this.
A little Betty bet.
A little Betty
bet. Remember that from Flintstones? Who used to watch the Flintstones? Anybody old enough around here that used to watch the Flintstones? There was a episode. Well, I think it was a running gag, but there was a specific episode where Fred got into betting, and every time somebody said bet around him, he go bet, and he just wanted to bet on anything.
Yeah,
he got a bit addicted.